What's dangling, everybody? Today I'm going to be taking the worst character, in my opinion, with the least health and probably like average abilities, but I think he's like the worst character that you could possibly play in this set, at least one of them. And I'm going to be showing you the deck profile that I made for him, and I actually took him to my locals and won a couple of games. So let's just get straight into it. Present Mike, 7 hand size, 17 health. I'm pretty sure it's the lowest health total in the game, aside from like Ghidorah, which has the heads, but he's technically like 30 health. Yeah, I think the new Reiner. That's the same, isn't it? Yeah, so exact same. So, but Reiner's again basically a 34 health. Anyway, he's chaos, fire, good. Enhance your attack, discard the top 4 cards of your rival's deck. Your attack gets +1 damage for each attack discarded this way. And then response, once per game, after your rival plays an attack or action, discard it from their card pool and cancel its effects. So after reading those abilities, what I thought was instantly, mill deck. Your rival's discarding the top 4 cards of their deck on every attack that you play. So this is how I thought about it. I'm going to do as much mill as I can on your rival's turn and removing their stuff to just try to get them to cycle as quickly as possible and have mill themselves out. So first up, we'll go difficulty. I went with measured violence, purely for the fact that it's a 2 difficulty. It just means I get to play it very cheaply at the end of a string or like mid-string, to just discard the top 4 cards of the deck. This is all this card says, is cheap attack. I get to use my character ability again, and I've got that as 2 of Blue Flame Surge. This is mostly just 2 reasons: cheap attack, I get to mill them 4, and I also can use it as a block to block throws because I am very weak and I want to survive as long as possible to mill them out. Got that at 2 of. Vocal Discord. This has got Present Mike's face on it. So again, it's a mill 4, and then I get to discard the top 2 cards of my deck and remove their deck, top card of their deck. So that's already one that is going to be there after the cycle. And yeah, I've got that at 4 of because it's very good because I get to remove. Removing is a big part of this deck. Queen Beam, I've just got this to play it and then mill the 4, return it to my hand. It's very, very cheap. Play at the start. If I check a 3, I'm only committing 1, but I get to bring it back, lose progressive difficulty. It's just there for the mill 4. This, I actually bumped this up to a... Hang on, I bumped this up to a 4 of, and I got rid of this. There we go. So after Vocal Discord, we've got the Lurker's Strike. This card is the reason why I am running so many assets, as you can see. If I review one at the start of my turn, I get to play this. There was one game that I had once where I had 3 Lurker's Strikes in my hand, and I reviewed an asset before I drew into them. I had 1 in my hand and I drew 2 more. This meant I just played Lurker's Strike, Lurker's Strike, Lurker's Strike for pretty cheap, and I got to remove 6 cards out of the discard pile. I just got rid of 6 of their best attacks, and it felt very, very, I did not feel like a good person after doing it, because that person cycled very quick. Yeah, felt very, very good playing this card. And the main reason why I played so many assets as a 4 of. Next up, we got Turn It Up. This card is very clutch because I just get to like mill them a lot and a lot. Like if I'm lucky, they don't hit an attack for a while. Comboed with Present Mike's mill ability, just mill, and then they hit an attack. I've milled roughly about 5 of their cards off their deck, and then I get to Present Mike again, and because he's top 4, yeah, so I get to mill 9 cards out of their deck. That's like if they're playing about an 80 card deck, what is that, like 20% or something, if my math is correct? Probably not correct. Yeah, so that's just another really, really strong mill tech. Like, I'm not really trying to boost damage or speed on any of this stuff because I don't really care about killing them. I just want to mill them out. And I've got that at a 4 of course. Dimensional Sphere. This works really well with this defensive deck because I get to block pretty easy. And then once I block, I get to remove their attack from the game. After I Lurker Strike them and remove two of their cards, I get to remove another on defense, which is very good. I didn't really play it as an attack at all because, I mean, if I needed to, I would, but other than that, I didn't play it. I just played it as a block because it's a remove on block. That's at a 4 of. 2 Get Louds. This comboed really well with the backup. I would just have a backup in my stage if I blocked with it or built it at some point. I would play one of these other mid blocks. Like I've got like quite a few mid blocks. Play that and then play this afterwards, and then put the Titan card up into my card pool with this combo enhance. Your rival discards the top X cards of their deck. This attack gets plus X speed. X equals the highest printed difficulty of a non-attack card in your stage. So backup is a non-attack card. These ones are 4 difficulties. So I'm milling the top 4. And also with Mike, that's another top 4. So that's 8. So that's a good lot of cycle. Milling, sorry. And then the next one is Blue Flame Torment, 5 difficulty. I'm not even going to bother with saying the speed and damage because you can see them there and they're not important. This is just basically your rival checks against a 6 and if they fail, my next check gets easier to play. This is just technically like I get to play that twice, so it's milling 2, but it's also making my next attack easier to play, and I want to be playing a lot of attacks so I can mill them more. So that's basically what it was, how I saw it. Milling 2, then another 4 with Present Mike, and making my next attack to play to mill them another 4 easier. I've got that as a 2. Deception Dagger, I just get to selective remove an attack in their discard pile. That's basically all this one is. It's just 5 difficulty, remove 1 card in your rival's discard pile, take X speed, X equals the remove card's block modifier. That's basically all I used it for, removing attacks. And then Titan Cliff. This can work good if I know I've got a Titan Cliff in my hand. Sorry, I read Deception Dagger at a 3 and Titan Cliff at a 1. This can be good if I know I've got a Lurker Strike in my hand and this at the same time and an asset. If I have like 2 assets in my hand with this and a Lurker Strike, it's just it's done because I just play this, review the 2 assets, then draw whatever 2 cards back, and then I play a Lurker Strike and I get to remove 4 cards from their discard pile. It feels really good. That's the only reason why I have it there as a 1 of as well, because it doesn't really do anything else and it's a high cost. So yeah, let's move into foundations. My 0 diffs, easily excited, just a build basically. Want to build a lot so I can block a lot and play a lot. That's all I really thought of when building that. Basic trainings, exact same idea. 4 of, easily excited 4 of. Mastered Pride, another 4 difficulty that I playing the long game, so I often got to deadlock. And a couple attacks dealt damage because they do such low damage. And then my next check is +1, but it's also, yeah, basically just a filler. Exhaust Slumber, basically same filler, same idea with the 0 difficulties. Self-Doubt, a lot of my attacks will be dealing no damage because they're just so blockable. So I get to flip this and it dealt no damage, so my next check gets +1, and I want to be playing as many attacks as I can during a string so I can mill them for as much. So that's where that came in. 2 of, problem solving, 2 of. This was just I don't know what I don't know why this was. I think it's just stun hate that I put it in as a 2 of. Creeped Out, 1 difficulty. Enhance commit, you check to block this attack gets +2. This was just to help me with defense because like I said before, my foundation list is basically all defense or milling where possible because I just want to survive and mill them out faster than I can mill myself out. And then also I got breaker ability hate so I can play more attacks. That's at a 4 of. Then 4 fast friendships. Flip, this attack gets +2 speed. If you're more face down foundations than your rival, this attack gets -3 speed instead. Just speed hate, and it's on a flip cost, so I can commit it later. That's at a 4 of, just for defense. Confused. This attack is actually this foundation is actually insane and underrated. I don't know why I don't have it in more decks that can run it. It's 2 difficulty. Enhance, flip, remove 1 attack from your rival's discard pile and choose one of its keywords. This attack loses that keyword and cannot gain keywords. So if your rival's playing a throw deck, you just remove one of their throw attacks from their discard pile. Their current throw attack loses throw, which is good on a little 17 healther. And it also cannot gain any keywords. There's some characters that give it keywords, like Annie, I think it is. But yeah, and it's also removing an attack, which is great for my cycle deck. So I've got that at 4 of. This card was probably the MVP out of all the foundations. Next up, we got Final Exam Failures. 2 difficulty, flip cost. On my attack, your rival makes a check against a difficulty of 6. If they fail, they destroy 1 ready foundation. They're milling 1. They got to check a 6. If they check a 3, they'll either commit a lot of resources for it or destroy a ready foundation, which is also helping towards the cycle. That's at a 1 of. Then 2 difficulty, Hype Man. Enhance, your turn, commit, both players discard the top card of their deck if both these cards are non-attack cards ready this foundation. This card's okay, it's just we're both milling 1. It's mill, that's all it was there for. Decoy Duplicate, 2 difficulty, remove, discard 1 momentum, discard this rival attack from the card pool, your rival may draw a card. This is just to help me survive longer if there's an attack that I can't deal with. And it's technically a cycle, they're drawing 1 to mill 1. Same-ish thing, and they're discarding a card. Yep, they got it at a 1 of. Nice try. 2 difficulty. Enhance, commit. This deck gets -2 speed. Just help me with defense. At a 4 of. Ryukyu Agency Trainings. 2 difficulty. Response, commit. After your attack is blocked, build the next foundation you play this turn. Yeah, a lot of my attacks are getting blocked because they're very blockable, low speed, because I'm not really caring about boosting the speed or anything. So I'll just get a free build off that. That's at a 3 of. Pass through walls, 2 difficulty. Response, flip, after your rival plays a breaker ability, cancel it. Just to help continue my long strings of attacks, not get disrupted by breaker. And it's a 6 check, which feels good to check. And then the other response is flip after your rival plays an ability on an asset. Cancel it. It's going to stop like Cape of No Return or something that's going to kick my attack out or cancel a ability on it. That's at a 2 of. Childlike Appearance, 2 difficulty. Destroy, discard 1 momentum, reduce this attack speed to 0. If it is blocked, commit 1 rival foundation. Just defense again, to help me survive longer, to block something. I've got that at a 2 of. Last second dodge, 2 difficulty. Enhance, flip, this attack gets -2 speed and loses throw. Again, helping me to block and survive because I don't have much health to deal with throws. I've got that at a 2 of. And then 2, Annie's Gamble, Tenacious, remove. After you make a check, that check gets +1, just help with my long attack strings. That's at a 2 of. Next up, we've got my assets, pro hero rankings, because a lot of this stuff, I'm playing a long game, and a lot of the stuff like kind of mills me at the same time, some of them. So this is going to help me with my cycle to outlive them if we're both cycling. I get to put 5 more attacks back in. That's at a 2. Gold Tips Imperial. I'm blocking a lot of the stuff. So it's just to clear my card pool after I block with it. Nothing else real special with that. Just response after you block with this card. Build it committed. That's all I used it for. VME. 2 difficulty. Spend 1 momentum. This attack gets +3 or -3 speed. You may change its zone. Just to help me with blocking. It's giving the speed down and changing it to the exact block zone that I need. Got that at a 1 of. Mimicry. Form. Choose 1 non-unique foundation in your discard pile. Until the beginning of your next turn, this asset gains all abilities and keywords of the chosen foundation. I would normally just turn this into a confused. It's just an extra remove cost. That's at a 1-of, and then a cape with no return, 3 difficulty, enhance, remove this attack from the game. I'm getting another attack in there, remove from game pile, which is great. I've got that at a 2-of. And then League of Villains. I think I just put this in extra for the Get Loud. Yeah, if I just play this first, yeah, just to, but it's not, I can't remember why I put this in. I think it's just to cancel their ability, so they can't cancel one of my milling abilities or something, or like a confused or something like that, just to protect that. And then this is literally just in there for the Get Loud ability. So yeah, overall this deck was like reasonably fun to play. Some of the games it was just painful because it would just take forever, but I think this is the best thing you can possibly do with this character with how mediocre he is. Yeah, this is probably the best mill deck, I would say. The best true mill deck out there. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and maybe try this deck out. I will put the link for it for the UVS Ultra deck down below. See ya.